of the time, it works. Every time. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. Be careful, man. There's a beverage here. Ready to
Welcome to Whiskey Cinema. I'm your host, Ghetto Holdsworth. With me, as always, is Brandon Rich. Thank you so much for showing up. How you doing, partner?
Oh, great. It was Valentine's Day weekend?
Valentine's Day weekend.
So good.
Well, tell me about it. What'd you do?
First of all, I went to Evermore Park. If you
Okay.
haven't been there, there's a park in Utah. I don't know if they have them anywhere else.
No.
Screw those ones if they do.
Okay.
It's D&D. It's just live version of D&D.
It's live Dungeons and Dragons. You show up, everyone's in costume, play characters. Kind of like a Renaissance fair, I think, right?
Kind of it's exactly what it's like.
Okay.
It's like they give you quests. You do. You can join guilds. You can be a pirate. You can be a hunter, a witch, an elf.
Can I just be like a beet farmer? What if I just want to have like a normal life? Like I'm not
Yeah,
adventurous.
they usually kill them.
Like I just show up, you come, you smash on my pots, take my goods, and leave.
Perfect.
Like all the video games.
You're a peasant.
I'm just a peasant. Then you find like diamond crystals and amethyst dust and all like the video games. You're
That's
like,
right. We're just smashed
why
on
are
the
you
pots.
poor? You have rubies.
Because they never check their pots. But yeah, super fun. My wife surprised me with tickets there, so that was great. She kills on Valentine's.
Awesome.
And we saw a few movies.
What'd you see?
We saw Harley Quinn.
Okay, that's not called Harley Quinn. Now it's called Harley Quinn
Birds
because
of Prey.
they weren't making enough money, so they
Yeah.
changed the title. Crazy.
Was it Downhill with Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes. And was it Paradise? Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
Blumhouse.
Tell me about Downhill, because that movie, if you guys don't know the premise, a little bit of a spoiler, but it's in the trailer.
Yeah.
They're sitting outside of I think it's like a resort in like Sweden or somewhere like that.
Swiss Alps.
The Swiss Alps. And they see an avalanche coming down the hill, and the family panics, and the dad leaves his family behind and
Grabs his phone and leaves.
to save himself. He leaves his family behind, and it turns out it's not an avalanche. It's just something that this resort does every once in a while.
Yeah.
They kind of do an explosion, and they just see it off in the far side, far away. You see it, and the wife resents him.
So he ran, and it's a big fight, and Danny won't ever watch it because it's too real.
It's too real.
I know you hate those movies that are too real.
I can't have my wife watch those for sure. I can never let her figure things out. Like that's not good.
His
like-
fight or flight instinct goes, get the fuck out of it.
Isn't that all husbands? Don't they all? No, this is wrong. That was a piece of garbage.
I mean, what about you? What about your Valentine's Day weekend?
Valentine's Day was good. I saw some live music. Got some normal fun gifts. Some tickets to a comedy show. My favorite though is I got the 23andMe.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the 23andMe, man. I don't know. I come from a long line of liars. So I don't exactly know where I'm from. I assume it's mostly Germany and.
Hopefully it is beef farmers.
I
Maybe you
do.
are a beef
Oh, I love that. Everyone's like, actually, my ancestor's a bounty hunter. Like, what about you? Like, dude, 2 plantations of beets. You're not gonna believe this. 3 generations long, dirt farmers.
Ooh.
Don't like to
I'll
brag.
know to just smash all your dishes next time you go to your house.
My dishes.
You gotta check for rubies and stuff.
Okay. I am excited. I don't know what the last 5% is. That's what I'm really excited to find out. Like something crazy. Like, actually, did you guys know you're French Canadian? Like, what? Do you know you're El Salvadorian? Just a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we're taking a trip
That's
to the
pretty
motherland.
cool. I've heard a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah.
23andMe and some other one.
I told my relatives not to do it because I don't want to get caught for any crimes that I might have done. But
Smart. I don't know if they track your criminal records.
that's how they caught the San Francisco bridge killer, whatever that guy was. He had a cousin that did it, and they tracked the DNA to him through that.
So I did not know that.
Patton Oswalt's wife was writing a book about it, and that was her prime suspect before she died.
Oh.
Boom, random fun fact.
Boom. Yes.
Other than that, Valentine's Day was a lot of fun, had a great time. I, too, saw Birds of Prey.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn now, as
So
it's
they
changed.
renamed it.
I mean, do you want to do kind of a no-spoiler review real quick about what's about?
Absolutely.
Okay, hit us with it. Birds of Prey.
Anybody who follows Danny already knows what he thought of it.
Everyone should follow me.
You shouldn't. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I won't see it again, but it was fun.
Can you compare it to another movie that's out there that's you would say oh, this movie's kind of like that movie?
Nope.
Okay, great. Well done.
I can't.
Really?
It's a weirder movie, weirder style. They kind of make it comic booky.
So I saw it, not my bag. I'm not going to give it a big great review or a bad review because I didn't stay for the whole movie. I had things I'd rather do than sit there for another hour. We gave it an hour, and I was like, nope, and I left, which is terrible for a guy that does a podcast about movies. But
you shouldn't be leaving because you got to review a movie.
That's what I'm
give
saying.
An honest review.
That's why I'm not doing one. What I'm going to say is Margot Robbie tried to carry a whole movie. It had aspects of Deadpool. It has aspects of Little Boondock Saints in there. A lot of movies that are good, but it just seemed like you couldn't pull it off. Ewan McGregor, I think, was my favorite part of the movie. Him playing the bad guy and kind of just switching from really cruel to kind of like silly and jokey was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, not my favorite.
Zaz in that movie.
What a crazy thing to make
But
Zaz
I
such a
love
small
him
character.
In the comic books and stuff.
Yeah, he's
Even
great.
the video games. But God, I'm just like, they can't make Zaz this guy. Like,
If you guys don't know, Zaz is a killer in the comic books for Batman. Every kill he does, he's a serial killer. He does a notch on his body, a tally, and his body's covered with like 217 or something.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
He's bald. And I don't know about the comic
He
books.
is handsome.
I think so.
Yeah, he's bald in the comics.
Yeah. I was like, I know he is in the video game. That's the most recent thing I saw of him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I thought it was fun. It's definitely something to see in theaters if you want to like it more because it's loud and all that. But it had its things I liked. It had its things I didn't. But overall, forgettable.
Forgettable. I was going to say, another problem, too, is Batman wouldn't have been there if the government would have done his job. Speaking of government should have done its job, today's episode is brought to you by government, politics, conspiracies, and
Alcohol.
alcohol. We are drinking a little bit of that Johnny Walker here to celebrate. And we want to talk about some of the movies that we thought were like really interesting, government conspiracies and presidents in honor of President's Day. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite government movies that we've seen.
Ain't gonna lie. This genre is not my bag.
Can you lie to our audience a little bit?
It's amazing. Best genre out there until next week's episode.
No, I think I'm with you. I talked to a couple people. I'm like, we're doing a government episode. And they're like, what is that? It's like politics. Like, I was like, it's alien conspiracies. They're like, go on. Hollow Earth. I'm interested.
Oh, what are we supposed to do about conspiracies?
I don't know. I'm going to have to swing that a little bit. For President's Day, though, I did want to talk a little bit about my favorite president movie, which is Lincoln. I like Lincoln. Have you seen that one?
I've seen it.
It's a little slow. Daniel Day-Lewis.
I've fallen asleep to it once or
Oh,
twice.
no. Come on. Academy Award winning Spielberg, Tommy Lee Jones, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Daniel Day-Lewis actually won the award for this movie, and you named everybody else.
I named him first.
Oh, maybe you did. I don't know what to do.
So we won't bet on it because I lose too many bets on this podcast. I thought it was good, pretty interesting. I like that they ended right as he was like going to the theater
Yeah.
and with his crazy wife. So funny. I actually thought really like that's my favorite President's Day movie though. So I thought I'd do that in honor of. I mean, is there any other ones that compare?
V for Vendetta.
As a president's movie?
You're damn right.
Why is that?
It's a little sci-fi, but yeah, government
Sure.
running the world,
It's awesome.
guy trying to overthrow him,
Yeah.
badassness.
Mask. He's got the wig. He's got the stiletto daggers. Natalie Portman shaves her head.
The nice, remember, the 5th of November. Come on.
Do you remember the next part?
Nope.
Nobody does. I always like it too. Like they call me V. He's like my vernacular is very vanguard. Blah, 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 blah. I was like,
He's making eggs or whatever for Natalie Portman.
yeah, and he's got like an apron and like oven mitts, and he's just like, oh, I didn't know you woke up. You're like, what are you doing?
I don't know if it counts. It does. It's amazing.
I'm just saying that if someone has never cosplayed V in the kitchen attire with the potholder hands and the apron with a spatula, I mean that I love that. I think
I'm
that'd
gonna
be
do
great.
it now. That's my costume for next year. Plus, you can't do it. You don't have hair.
Well, I buy a wig. You need a wig anyways.
No, I don't.
Once again, baldness rises to the top.
I have luscious locks.
So that's one of our more serious ones. Another one that we watched recently, or I did, was Vice, the one that came out with
I too watched that with Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. I liked it. It's slow, kind of the same vein as Lincoln a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thought it painted him in kind of a better light. Dick Cheney. It's all about Dick Cheney. Christian Bale plays him. Amy Adams plays his
So
wife.
you're saying it made him look good?
I don't know. Well, he already looks like a lizard person
Because
to me.
the purpose of the movie was not to make him look good.
Well, just more understandable. He was just a blue collar guy that just was tired of his life. He's getting DUIs. He gets so drunk he got kicked out of Yale. I'm like, I think I know a couple guys like this.
I don't think you know anybody who went to Yale.
Well, if I did, it was people who dropped out, got kicked out of it. I was surprised though. I liked it. It's done by Adam McKay, who's the same guys that do the Gary Sanchez productions and stuff with Will Ferrell and
Yeah, they do all that. He also did Big Short.
The Big Short. Really like that one as well. My favorite part in this movie is they say, and he couldn't become president, so he gave up a life of politics. He took care of his daughter, and they had a great life. Him and his wife raised award-winning golden retrievers. Credit roll, cast, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. It goes all the way through, and it's like, just kidding. He sacrificed everything to try to be president. I was just like, that's so funny.
I did like that part. Overall, the movie's not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like Christian Bale. I thought he was good, and I liked Amy Adams.
Do you like
She
Sam
was
Rockwell
great.
playing
As
George Bush?
I did. I really liked him too. I'm a big
Come on,
Sam
man.
Rockwell
Let's
fan.
make this happen. He's like, no, I don't want to. He's like, come on, let's just do it though. I was like, it does sound like he's just like, come on.
All three of those people were nominated for Best Actor Actress awards.
From that movie or just from previous?
That movie.
Wow. And you don't like
Nobody
that?
won. Nobody won. That's why I only like winning movies.
Oh, well, okay,
Except
like
Lincoln.
what? Oh, right. I was about to say, you just...
It actually did win for Best Makeup and Costume Design.
For Cheney?
Yeah, which I thought was well done. Everybody looked great.
Yeah, I noticed one part where he was talking and he just had like liver spots on his hands. You could see like veins, like varicose veins and stuff. And I was just like, man, this
He
guy-
actually did that to himself.
How did he do that?
I don't know Christian Bale's ways.
Okay.
He's such a method actor. He gained the weight and
Wow.
surgically looked like Dick Cheney.
I mean, that's just commitment.
He's a committed guy.
He also played Natalie Portman in V for Vendetta, so that's how good of an actor he is.
Wow. Yeah, that's brilliant acting right there.
Not all the movies are serious. Some of the comical ones are still interesting, even though they got a little bit of truth.
Vice is a comedy movie.
What is?
Vice.
It's got some funny
I
parts.
put that in the comedy section.
That's ridiculous.
Well, there's not a political section. So.
Well, good, I guess. I don't know. That'd be weird. Every year they have to come out with like 5 political movies so they can.
I feel like they do. To be honest, I don't know.
You feel like they take up the time in the movie marquee?
Like, calm down. Just put John Wick 6 on. Let's just keep the John Wicks rolling.
Yeah, that's what we need. Keep it going. Coming out next month, John Wick 7. You're like, fuck yeah. Just keeps going.
I would love it.
One that's very perfect for this, for a comedy political movie, is The Campaign with Zach Galifianakis,
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell,
Jason Sudeikis.
running against each other. Jason Sudeikis is in it.
Really enjoyed that movie.
Dude, it's so funny. He's got these little, I don't know if they're like Shih Tzus or they're pugs. He has little pug dogs.
Oh, okay.
And he starts trying to be more serious, and his campaign manager comes in. He's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, these are new dogs. It's Rufus and Laser. Like, they're 2 like German Shepherds. Like, what do you do with the old dogs? He's like, don't worry, we'll put them down for you. I was like, dang.
I mean, he punches a baby
Oh, yeah.
with an iron jaw.
Did anybody ask me how my fist is? Let alone that baby everybody's worried about. So funny.
I thought that was surprising. I thought that movie would suck.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Zach Galifianakis fan, though. I
don't
liked him in The Hangover, but then it's just every movie he does, he's exactly the same.
Well, that's why you probably like The Campaign, because he played kind of like a really effeminate guy with a mustache.
Yeah, it's a little different.
And she says something like, oh, I'm sorry you came home. He's like, this table's a safe zone. You guys can say whatever you want. And they start saying like the most terrible things at the table.
That's right.
The kid's like, I start fires when nobody's looking at school. And he's like, oh my God. And the wife's like, I don't know if it's Pat Sajak or Alex Trebek or something like that, but she's like, I masturbate to that guy every night when you're gone. He's like, oh, Jesus. And later it shows her watching Jeopardy, and her face is just like, I really liked The Campaign. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Surprisingly good, too.
This had like the Koch brothers in it who are running the political thing from behind scenes. John Lithgow plays one of the brothers.
Yeah.
Very funny. He keeps switching who he wants to like run for him as long as they keep up whatever he wants.
Ooh, conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy.
Look at that. Tie into the Manchurian Candidate. I don't know if I said that right.
Boom. A lot of people probably haven't seen it. Explain Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, nah.
All right, moving on to the next one. No, we're not moving on to the next thing. Explain Manchurian.
It's got Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Liv Schreiber. I didn't know Anthony Mackie was in this.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wow. The old one, Manchurian Candidate, came out, I think, 1962. Had Frank Sinatra play the guy. It's a soldier that gets captured and brainwashed to kill the president. It's inspired 100 ideas on books and movies. If you guys don't understand the idea behind it, Zoolander, where they capture these models, they brainwash them to kill political figures. There's 100 things that are taken off. And this was made so long ago, it really changed a lot of ideas. Brainwashing was kind of a new idea that became very mainstream from this. Very good movie, though. It's considered one of the classics if you ever want to watch it.
You done with the original or the new one?
I mean, classic would be the original. The new one's not bad. I liked it.
The new one's all right. Not bad.
But the reason why the new one wasn't said it was good, it'd be like remaking, Gone with the Wind or,
Could do it.
A classic.
Jack Black
Imagine if they remade John Wick.
They will probably one day, like 100 years from now.
Who do you want to play John
Keanu
Wick?
Reeves.
100 years from now?
Keanu Reeves ain't dying.
Oh, you want Keanu Reeves to reprise the role?
Yeah.
In the reboot?
He's like, I'm back.
People back then would be like, Keanu Reeves is like 50, huh? He seems old.
100 years from now, he's only 50.
He's just a vampire. Well, that's what it'll look like. People are like, he seems old. Just want to know.
The movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Woof.
It feels like it is 2 hours and 45 minutes long. It was directed by the same guy who did Silence of the Lambs, too.
Oh, nice.
And you can kind of tell. There's a lot of same actors, too. Faces that you'll recognize if you've seen Silence of the Lambs.
Faces on Anthony Hopkins' face.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of faces you recognize, like, oh, I saw him in Silence of the Lambs. But, I mean, it's a decent movie. Pretty good.
Yeah. It's definitely important to watch. We're talking about government, not just American government. Sometimes there's dictatorships out there.
All right. Are you talking about the dictator?
I am talking about the dictator.
Uh,
Sacha Baron Cohen plays the dictator. And I think after Bruno, he does like 4 movies,
I don't know.
something like that, and then he plays a dictator. That movie was not very good.
It was enjoyable.
But yeah, I felt the same way. When he's making jokes like that guy, he's like, what does that mean? He's like, what? And they just grab the guy like, no! And every time he does that, he kills
They
somebody.
show him getting into Anna Faris's vagina.
I'm sorry?
They show that. They're like, and they kind of go into the camera.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Remember that shit. I remember. I was a young kid when I watched it.
I remember he does like a midwife scene, and they're like, help! He's like, Uret, and he grabs it, and he's like, oh, it's a girl. Where's your garbage can? And they all just start laughing. He's like, no, we'll keep it. He's like, okay. And he hands it back to him. Some pretty funny jokes on there. Another comedy about the government that I thought was pretty silly.
It is. I like the comedies more than the serious ones.
I mean, do you want to talk about voting comedies a little bit?
Oh, please.
How about ones with Chris Farley and David Spade?
Oh, Black Sheep.
Love Black Sheep. Or
He's
Tommy
not-
Boy 2, as we like to call it.
He's not running for president, but he is running.
I think he's running for governor
I think
or mayor, his brother is. I can't
Same thing
remember.
to me.
God, that movie's so funny. You got Gary Busey. He's just playing a lunatic off in the woods. I assume it's just method acting he did for the rest of his life. He loves wrestling, so does Chris Farley. Become buddies.
That's a classic.
That's a great movie.
I don't care what you say.
We should put that as a genre for all the movies. Today we're talking about, those great kind of deer hunting movies. We're talking about, of course, Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. So Black Sheep's a title. Sheep get killed and
deer
hunted.
hunting type of movie.
Well, just like any genre, I think we can fit it in there. Name a genre, I bet I can get in there.
All right, let's go horror.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's terrifying when Chris Farley passed away. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry about that, Chris.
Yeah.
Love Chris Farley.
We do. Yeah, that was a great movie. Tommy Boy, great. Black Sheep, both great.
I think the hardest I laughed, when you cry laugh and you can't breathe, is in the very beginning of the movie when he has a car that says something else and it kind of looks like a dog. I think this is, and he's driving it and it hits a letter and it blocks something else and all the dogs are chasing it. He's like, what do you think, this car's in heat or something? And he screams it. I laughed so hard.
That's the part that got me.
There's a lot of parts. Stay strong, little roots. When he's just falling all the way down the
That's my
mountain.
part. I love that part.
God, so funny.
Or the white shit. He falls into the white mud, not white shit, white mud. He's like, it's mud. He's like, yeah, mud white.
I thought you meant when the bird poops on the boulder and it hits the house. It's so close to falling.
Why are we doing an episode or anything else other than
I don't
part of
know.
the movies?
Chris Farley will come up soon. We got to do another one.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Is there any other comedies you wanted to talk about?
Oh man,
I mean, there's
The
a couple.
Interview.
The Interview. James Franco, Seth Rogen. They go and hang out with Kim Jong.
Played by Randall Park, who I really like.
Yeah.
Randall Park fan.
I'm trying to think of other things. Man, all I can think of is he played Asian Jim in The Office.
That's all that matters, right?
He has his own show that's very funny, and I just don't know the name of it.
Well, then it's not that funny if you can't remember it.
In my face. But I really liked The Interview, and it's funny. It was about politics, like them going to interview this guy, and North Korea threatened the United States, so a lot of theaters buckled, and they wouldn't show it in theaters. So it had a really small release. I think it came out on Netflix like the next week instead of being in theaters. But the cool part is that a lot of like patriots and people are like, well, you know what? If they're threatening us, I'm going to go watch this movie. And like whatever little theaters that were being shown. So you had a lot of people, most of them like older dudes, they're like in their 60s, like, screw you, North Korea, you're not telling my country what to do. And they go watch and like, this movie's terrible. It's not for me. And I'm like, yeah. It's not old weed and dick jokes.
I'm a big Seth Rogen fan.
Okay.
It wasn't my favorite Seth Rogen movie.
What's your favorite Seth Rogen political movie? Woo! You signed up for greatness. That's what you get.
It is
Lucky.
The Long Shot.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie, actually. I just watched that the other day.
Yeah, it's good.
Great movie.
Charlize Theron.
I mean, let's just say that he comes on his own face.
I think he says, oh boy, when he does
They
it.
both do.
Oh
They
boy.
both say, oh boy, when the war gets
So funny. And the cool part I liked, what's he jerking off to? Porn? Some coworker? No, the woman he's dating and in love with. I was like,
Giving his speech, though, so was it his words that were turning him on? Or was it the girl?
he's like,
We'll
it's so
never-
eloquently spoken. Oh, look at right there. I put a comma in the right place.
Right? He's like, I made her pause exactly where she needed to.
I actually really liked it. I was surprised by how good it was. The premise to me, I kind of looked weak, and it shows Seth Rogen doing his like patented fall down the stairs or get launched through a wall, and he's kind of CGI animated or something. I was like, I hope they're not making it like this. They weren't. It was good.
Charlize Theron's funny as shit in that movie.
She's funny. I wish she would do more comedies. I was surprised.
She's in the Fast and Furious movies now.
Great. That's a great series. Wow, we're on 15 now? Feels like 15.
I don't know, 10, 9,
Ugh,
some crap like
God.
that. I saw she was in it. I was like,
Terrible.
you don't need to lower yourself to these movies.
No. Well, they get great actors.
they-
Keanu Reeves, I think, is in the next one.
They make billions too.
Billions with a B.
Yeah, they took out The Rock. They replaced him with John Cena. I laughed so
Really?
hard. Yeah,
Hey, that's John Cena's dream is to be The Rock.
right?
He tried so
That's
hard
why
to be
it's
The
so
Rock.
funny.
He's trying to do a firefighter in that kids
Oh
movie.
God, talk about shitty movies. That's the
Well-
worst movie I've seen in a while.
Well, that's not for us. What's that?
It'll be number 9 this year.
For Fast and the Furious?
Coming out in May 2020.
Yeah,
Great.
this year we'll have an episode dedicated to Fast and Furious.
Oh, it'll be just me trashing all the
I was gonna
videos,
say, I have
losing
to
all our
watch-
fans that
I
actually
actually
like
watch
Fast and
more
Furious.
than the first one.
I think
You
I've
know what?
seen
I watched
3.
the second one.
I think I've seen 3 probably on USA when I was younger.
I
think
watched the
I've seen it.
Tokyo Drift one too.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one too.
Yeah, it was good.
No,
They're in Tokyo
they're all terrible.
and they're drifting a lot.
The first one wasn't bad, not a bad idea. I can't. Out of all the franchises that they try to start, very surprised.
I don't think they knew this was going to be 9 movies later.
Every
Right.
movie, what do you think's gonna happen? We're gonna have to do some crazy car shit.
It looks just
And the guy that used to be an enemy is now an ally.
in the trailer, it's like, yeah, their helicopter has a car magnet. You're like, what the fuck? A car magnet? And it's like, all right, hold on. And somehow those drawstring bridges they have
Yeah.
friggin' catches their car and he's gonna jump off a cliff, but they cut it away. It's like, what the fuck did I just see? Like, that's ridiculous.
I love those. Are so funny. You just watched it and you're like, The Last Ride. 2 more movies after it. What is it? The Laster Ride? The Lastest Ride?
Ride
Ridiculous.
till we die. That's what it should, because they'll never die apparently.
The final movie. Part 3.
Hey, it's true. That's how you gotta do it, I guess.
Well, we're not talking about Fast and Furious. Thank Crom. We are talking about our government movies. Here's what I just want to talk about in brief passing that I thought was interesting was Wag the Dog with De Niro and Pacino. Any movie with De Niro and Pacino is fantastic. Heat is amazing.
I've seen Heat. I really liked Heat.
Oh, God, Heat's a classic. The Irishman was good. Pretty long, though. I think it was like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
It's a movie that's longer than Manchurian Candidate.
Pretty long.
I do like gangster movies though. So.
Dude, a mini series would be perfect. Make dude, make a 4-parter. Would have been perfect. They do it all the time.
Scorsese doesn't lower himself to mini-series.
He doesn't.
Are you kidding me?
What he does is he looks surprised by Eminem at the Oscars. Did you see him? He's just like
No.
that. So does Billie Eilish, though, to be fair. She was like this. Emma who? I was like, all right, you're
Emma
17.
who?
I forgot.
Everybody should know who he is. He's
Uh,
still coming out with music.
Wag the Dog's a good movie, though. It's about a guy running for some government position, and he has to kind of make a fake war to kind of distract the people from actually what's going on. So they make a fake country. They say it's getting bombed. It's war-torn. They're going to have to go to war, battles. They get actors. Kirsten Dunst plays a random like villager that's like, they're like, cut. Bring in like a small animal, like a dog? No, not a cat. Bring in a cat. Runs in, and she has a cat. Screen behind her explodes. Like, he's like, cut, print. That's perfect. Make that a commercial. Let's go. I really liked the movie. I thought it was pretty good.
I won't lie, I've never seen it.
That's okay. It's one of those ones that kind of slips through the cracks a little bit.
I mean, I should. Al Pacino?
It's great.
I'm
Oh, I'm sorry, not Al Pacino. Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, okay, I don't want to see this movie anymore. You lied to me.
Sorry.
Why did I even bring up Heat? Dustin Hoffman isn't in Heat.
No, but he's in other things. Adam
I don't
Sandler.
care.
Meet the Fockers?
That's a great political movie.
I like that one. What else was that? So we have Wag the Dog was a good one. Is there any other ones where I don't know.
No. I do want to bring up, though, a question for you.
I have an answer
On
for
the
it.
same topic.
Okay.
A movie plot you liked more than the actual movie? I'll start.
I say the only one I can think of is like terrible movies that like Ghost of Mars with Ice Cube. Like
That's a genius.
that would be
movie,
scary.
so
That's not.
That's
Con Air.
5.
They should remake that hunk of garbage.
And they can with
No.
Nicolas Cage himself.
No.
He's the B-level Keanu Reeves.
I mean, he would consider that high praise. That's high praise.
Keanu Reeves would? To be
No. Keanu Reeves compared to Nicolas Cage, guy who owns an island and an octopus, and he's bankrupt. No.
Con Air, though, it's a classic.
It's not
Up
a
there
classic.
with The Rock.
Okay. I'm sorry I brought this up. What were you trying to say?
Anyway,
It's my fault.
Con Air's great.
No.
The Purge, though. I don't know if you've ever seen The Purge.
I loved The Purge.
That makes one of us. I
I
enjoy the movies. All 4 of them.
no, but I'm with you. The concept is strong.
Yes. So you have Purge, Purge Anarchy, Purge Election Year, tie-in, and then the first Purge, which is the 4th Purge.
So there's 4?
There's 4 Purges. There's a 5th one.
They got a
coming
long
out
way to go to
eventually.
cast just up with Fast and Furious.
Oh, they're trying though. They're on number 5. Soon, eventually.
I know they did a Hollywood Horror Nights with The Purge, didn't they? At like Universal
They
Studios.
did a few years ago. I go to those
That's
every
pretty
year
cool. Yeah.
for a nice vacation. Anyway.
What's your review of Hollywood Horror Nights The Purge walkthrough?
Oh.
Was there
They
people
had a
like
Purge section. Yeah, they're driving cars around that were all lit up with Christmas lights and stuff.
That seems
Oh.
like you would just be a target. Why would you want to do that?
I was on my honeymoon, I think, on that one.
Mhm.
So I was ready for things to be over. I was already married too long.
All done. I'm at Universal Studios having a great time.
But the first Purge movie, it's about, crime is legal, 12 hours,
Yep.
1 day a year.
Yeah.
You follow a guy, Ethan Hawke, who I'm a fan of.
Yep.
And then we watch him in his house the whole movie. I've seen that.
His job is to sell the house security
He
systems
sells
to keep
security,
the
all,
rich
like,
safe.
the sliding down doors you see at malls and stuff. I've seen that, though. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen The Strangers. I don't
Yeah.
need another version of that when you have 12 hours of crime going on. I don't want to follow one guy in his house.
You think the premise was so strong they just kind of wasted it by
They just-
showing a guy.
did an average horror movie. They just did like a Michael Myers type horror movie. Just, people trying to break into a house
To
and
kill
you're
you.
like, no, I have great security. Panic Room. I've seen Panic Room.
It's like Panic Room. I like Panic Room personally.
Good movie.
Jodie Foster. I think Jared Leto was in it as well, playing the killer with the sledgehammer.
She was. So was Kristen Stewart, greatest actress ever. I said
Oh,
it.
God.
I said it.
That's so
I'm
funny.
just kidding. And
Oh.
then you get to Anarchy, the second Purge.
Okay.
Following like an ex-CIA guy who knows how to do everything with guns and fights and
Frank Grillo, who's he trains in different martial arts all the time. He's a badass. I really like him.
yeah, he's great. Also, I don't want to see him in my horror movie if he's just going to be kicking everybody's ass.
What do you mean?
It's not scary at that point.
You
He's just
can't.
fucking murking everybody. I'm like,
What do you
How is
want?
this even scary
I
now?
feel like you're being nitpicky.
I want an average guy.
Okay.
I want you or me coming home from work
Be
in our
killed.
shit car, and it breaks down.
Oh God.
And we're just hiding in dumpsters.
So far,
and
this
shit,
isn't fiction.
and fucking doing just anything we can just to get home.
Sure.
I want something like that. But even in the first purge, you had a crime lord, a drug lord, or whatever.
Okay. Sith Lord, I know where you're going.
It would make more sense. This guy acted like a Sith lord.
Okay.
All of a sudden, this dude's taking on 3 guys at once and beating their ass.
Dope.
And expert marksman just popping people in the head. I'm just like,
Sure.
all he is a drug lord, but all of a sudden, they didn't give me any backstory.
Okay.
Where's my backstory? It's like,
Well,
oh, they showed him in a boxing gym once, walking past a bag.
Do you think they're getting a little lazy? They're just going like, you're here because you like the colorful mask. Someone's in their garage. I saw a guillotine in one of them. Someone's working on the guillotine in the garage. I'm like, morning, Fred. Yeah, he says, hey, 2 more months. You better stop stealing my newspaper, fucker. Here's, I'm measuring this to your neck, you piece of shit.
Your dog shits in my yard one more time. This will be you, and this little one here, your dog.
Because that, I mean, I'm with you because I would like to see the rest of the year during the purge. Like when you're in the office, someone's like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, I spent all my money on guns and bombs. Like, can I buy you lunch today? You're
I
just
want
like,
to
"Yeah."
see the day after. Just the day. First of all, I want to be the guy who's
Okay.
cleaning up because I'm sure you got to make bank. I mean, you're touching mangled corpses.
Like a
and-
corpse sweeper?
Yeah.
You think that's a government job now?
Like
Corpse
in
sweeper?
Holy Grail, bring out your dead.
Oh God, you're right.
You
There's
gotta make
gotta
bank.
be something.
I want to see that awkwardness, like when you tried to kill the stupid receptionist in your office, but she got away, and you have to go into work the next day and face her. Like, Susie,
Yeah, hey, hi, remember that? Remember the chainsaw?
you threw Molotovs in my house? I wasn't home.
Remember you threatened my dog so I'd leave the house?
Yeah, I want to see that too.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a hilarious skit just to show that. Like, you just see a guy like half burns on his face and Sarah's crazy, like,
Two-Face,
so
right?
we're on the
Coming
same
like,
bus trip. It's
we're hiring
illegal
again.
now.
It's that time of the year to hire. Thanos doesn't need to be around for the Purge world, though. Half the world's taken out, so.
God, how quickly would that happen too?
I just want like an average guy, just freaking trying to get home. I don't
think-
want ex-CIA or some
I want
crime
Saturday Night
lord
Live
all
to
of
do
a
this.
sudden
I
who's
want
John Wick.
I want the Saturday Night Live just to do the very easy skit of a guy just trying to mind his own business.
They had to, right?
I mean, it seems so funny.
Just at a coffee table. Oh, got 1 more hour to get home. I think I can have another slice of pie first.
You're cutting it so close. I'll just say, if I was in the purge, I'd be like, where you going? I'm like, I'm in Mexico for a week. So,
They purge everywhere.
no. Is it everywhere?
I don't know.
Jordy,
I don't think so.
do some due
No.
diligence.
I think it's not.
Remember how good the purge
Good
does. I call Halloween the purge now. Every time we go out, I just say,
because
remember
you're
how
always
good the purge-
murdering people.
Yeah.
I
What
would
you
like
got
to-
there?
I would like to
Roll
say
those?
the same about your stand-up, but
Killing people?
yeah,
Thanks, Brandon.
it doesn't.
Don't say anything else. All right. About the purge, Ethan Hawke believed in the movie so much, too. He slept on the director's couch for weeks just to make sure that he was there and ready to film it when they got all the money and everything else. Because
Yeah, I mean, some
he
people
knew it-
believe in stupid shit.
I think it's a good. You said it's a good premise.
I love the premise.
Yeah.
The first one though, we can trash it. It's not
Uh,
often I don't like the first one.
and you like the second one better?
Yeah.
Okay. What
For the
about
concept?
Terminator 2?
That's a great movie.
What about Aliens?
What about the TV show?
I haven't watched the TV show yet. I don't have cable.
I don't know if is it out.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Bird TV show?
I don't have cable, so as soon as they put it on Netflix, my ass is watching it.
Netflix, Amazon, Hulu,
Is it
HBO.
on Hulu?
Oh, maybe.
You know what? You ask me in a week or two, I'll tell you how that TV show is. If it's
Attaboy.
on Hulu.
I like that.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
You brought up Kristen Stewart earlier, and it just made me think of this one. I don't know if it fits kind of what we're talking about. It's a little bit governmenty.
Twilight?
No. God, I've seen all those movies, by the way.
Anyway, I think this podcast is over.
Oh, come on. American Ultra. Do you remember the movie with Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah.
And Topher Grace? And it's a government program that kind of makes him into like a killer that flips into somebody, and they use him as like an assassin.
They do. I'm a Jesse Eisenberg fan. Not so much anybody
My
else.
favorite Kristen Stewart movie. I watched it recently,
Oh.
like a week ago. I was like, oh, I forgot she's in this. And I watched, I was like, she's good in this. I think she's good in this.
I liked her
Bill Pullman plays like a
in
CIA
her new
operative too.
movies. Charlie's Angels, Shoot Me, I liked it,
Okay, well.
and Underwater.
I haven't seen Underwater. T.J. Miller, I want to see it.
That's a good, entertaining monster movie right
Okay.
there.
Would you recommend that more than Birds of Prey?
Yes,
Woof.
I would.
Hey, there you go. I want to talk about American Ultra, though, because of the government part and them going in there and destroying the town, but also because it's based on a real program that they
I was
did
a part of that program.
at Harvard. You were not.
I went to Harvard.
You did not. If you went
What?
there, you were visiting someone smarter
And
than
they're
you.
like, "Oh man, he looks like he could be here."
Nah.
Snatch.
No snatch. There was no
Body
snatch.
snatchers.
No, that's not a thing. But it was a real program where they pumped people full of LSD, taught them things, and then saw if they could recall it.
That's where my drug problem started.
Now, you weren't in this program, okay? I can't get
Explain
over.
all my LSD then.
Well, that's the thing you need to talk to about with your sponsor. But it was yeah, everything entertainment brought this podcast to you. Thank you so much, guys. Big shout out to Tim for helping us too. But that is a real program they did mess with people's brains that started the Unabomber. They fried his brain, and that actually caused him, whether he was crazy before, I don't know, but very intelligent guy. They messed with his mind, became the Unabomber.
I mean, he must have been intelligent if he had to go to Harvard with me.
And he hated the government, so you did not go to Harvard with you. Okay.
Well, maybe a little earlier, but
I can't tell you.
Harvard alumni.
You're not.
Harvarders.
Okay. You're Harvarded, is what you are.
That's a little rude.
Yeah, so American Ultra, I want to talk about that a little bit. I don't know how many more we have. I mean, I don't believe in the government. I think they're all run by lizard people, personally. I mean, I think my theory is sound. I'm just kidding. You're fine. Jordy dropped her phone. She's okay. I think it's run by lizard people. Oh, mistakes were made. Sorry about that. We have technical difficulties. That's funny.
We are live.
Yeah, it just proves how live we
So
are.
if everybody would just sit down and stop dropping things in the back there.
That was just our live band. They're just resetting for their next musical number, which I think is just a band full of random animals like sloths and a starfish on the drums. and-
Monkeys. I want monkeys. Apes.
Well, that's not me.
You act like an ape.
I have one more government movie. Do you have another one? Would you like to talk
No,
about?
I want to hear yours.
Okay.
Probably the same one I thought of.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't have a Harvard education, so I can't make those kind of
It can't
assumptions.
all be me.
They Live. Roddy Piper and Keith David. If you guys haven't seen They Live, there's a lot of memes about it. It's a classic now. Normal guy, blue collar.
Is the movie a classic or is the line a classic?
I think it's a cult classic. They Live is a classic.
I'm just curious.
Is They Live a classic? You guys let us know. I'm going to say yes.
Okay, I have no idea.
I'm coming on strong.
I only remember the one part.
It's a great part, though. There's two great parts. Well, there's
Okay.
probably a bunch. But the two great parts are
Not much of a classic. It was
the
like two
bank
great
scene
parts.
where he breaks in with a shotgun after he gets the glasses. He realizes a percentage of the population is actually aliens that just look like humans. They're like inside out people skeletons with like some meat on them. They look gross. And there's slogans that say like, hey, buy this because it could help out your life. And he puts on the glass and says, bake for our crumbs or you will starve. Like they're all like hidden messages that they just radiate in your brain. Obey, things like that. Breaks into the bank. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
It's a classic line right there.
Duke Nukem took it for his video game back in the
Piece
day.
of crap.
Thief.
He
And
didn't go to Harvard, or he would have thought of his own line.
and Keith David, who plays his buddy, the voice of a president in Rick and Morty. Full circle.
Boom.
Full circle.
I love full circles.
I like to
I
brag.
don't like half circles.
You guys paid for this. You guys got good quality. Are we getting paid for it? I don't. Okay. We'll get back to you on that.
I think they should pay for us.
Yeah?
No. I don't know if
Okay.
we're worth it.
Just bail.
Just bail. Yeah, I got nothing else. I think that's a great episode by me.
Yes, I don't like to brag.
Carried you?
Okay. Why would we even start there?
Because I'm from Harvard?
You're not from Harvard. I don't even know if you have a middle school education.
Yeah, of course I do. The streets.
The streets. The hard knock life of the streets. Well, guys, thanks for tuning into Whiskey Cinema. Make sure you guys are wearing your tinfoil
Got
hats.
questions.
Oh, do we have questions?
Not a question, but
Oh.
Chrissy Holsworth does say they should do a movie just off of Ian McGregor's villain.
Oh, a spin-off for Birds of Prey? Or is she talking
Black
about
Mask. I think so.
Black Mask? I liked him a
That's
lot.
my.
too.
I did like him. I liked him. Yeah,
It's hard not to like Ewan McGregor.
I do really enjoy him.
Did you see his thing where he was going to play Obi-Wan Kenobi and he couldn't talk about it for like 2 years? So everybody interviewing him was like, hey, how come Disney hasn't reached out to you about playing Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No, I did.
And he's like, well, they can do whatever they want. Would you like to play him? Yeah, I'd love to. And then like the headlines would always say, Ewan McGregor has no work begging for job to play Obi-Wan Kenobi if the series is made. And he's like, I already have the job. I'm not begging. I just can't say that I have it.
Beggar.
Look at this guy.
A loser.
Why
Just
don't you get
needing
your
a
own
job.
idea?
God.
Do Big Fish 2, loser.
No, please don't.
Fast and the Furious 11.
He probably will be in that eventually.
Oh, God, I hope not. All right, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning to Whiskey Cinema. Once a week live episodes. Like, subscribe on all our social medias. Insta, Twitter, Facebook.
Absolutely.
iTunes, SoundCloud,
YouTube. Smash that thumbs up button on everything.
And we
Not
appreciate
too hard though.
and we appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for all your input and everything else. And we'll see you in a week. Woo! Adios. Stay thirsty.
Right? We didn't take our shot though.